to
I
watch.
got a question.
Yeah,
Go
ask.
for it.
So, what is the most common myth or misconception when it comes to fitness?
The most, there's a lot of myths. That's a great question. Thank you, Brandy.
Is that
I
weak?
say the most common myth, man.
Waist trainers.
No, we could talk about waist trainers. That's one. That's one. We could talk about that. I think one of the biggest ones, because so many come to mind. I was even thinking about this earlier. I think the biggest one is that just eating less leads to weight loss. And the reason I say that is because yes, being in a caloric deficit, that's where you're eating lower than your output calories, right? And that's the baseline foundation of how to lose weight, right? But sometimes people actually eat too low. So they're actually in a depletion state. And so their body doesn't even have enough energy to burn body fat or to lose weight. So the biggest thing is not just, I need to cut my eating. It's like there's a certain amount of cutting your eating you need to do. And I know that might sound like daunting, like, oh my God, see, that's my problem. I can't figure that out. But there's so much out there, even for free, that you can figure out to approximate your calories, approximate your expenditure, what you need to have. We have these Apple Watches that track how many calories we burn, stuff like that. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. The other biggest myth I'll say is that's the one I wanted to say. There is no get fit quick scheme. And that starts with juice diets. That starts with smoothie diets. That starts with even some types of fasting. And I'm not saying those things aren't effective, but they're not necessarily effective for long-term health and success.
Yeah.
And what happens is people want to go and do this detox. Let me detox. Yeah, you're going to lose water and stuff that's been in you anyway, right? But you can't detox your whole life to have success. It's not sustainable.
Right.
So a lot of times what happens is, I always say most diets work, even fad diets, most diets work if you can be disciplined to it, right? The issue is people have a goal of beach, wedding, 21-day challenge, but after the challenge, there's been no core foundational system put in place to get you to lifestyles.